Om. 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 Om Sahanaavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Kaivalyopanishad. Kaivalyopanishad is from Atharva Veda, and its Shanti Patha is Sahanavatu Sahanabhudam. Some people say it is from Krishna Yajurveda and Bhadran Karnepi, but as per 108 Upanishad, Mukti Upanishad, it is Atharva Veda and Sahanavatu is the Shanti Patha. Kaivalya, this word itself derived from Kevala, describes the entire content of this Upanishad. What is the subject matter of this Upanishad? Kevala means, as we know, only, not Tamil Kevala. Okay, I think I was told that in Tamil Kevala means useless fellow, not useless. So Kevala means only, alone, sole, whole, that is perfect, pure, absolute. Any word you take, it points out Brahma Sarupa, Jiva Brahma Aikya, the nature of Brahma. Take for example, that is only or alone. What does it mean? Without anything else being present there. There is no presence of anything else whatsoever than the one entity. I am alone there. Nobody else like that. So therefore, from that standpoint, it is Advaya Brahma. Brahma Chit Swarupa. Brahma and Brahma alone exists. Nothing else is present. Only. Kevala Kaivalya. Kevalasya Bhavaha Kaivalya. Is abstract noun, Bhavachakas Nampada. The state of being Kevala, Kaivalya. So, only alone also means without any other's help, without any other helps, or without anyone attending you. That means it is self-dependent. It is not depending on anything else. It can be Chit Swarupa Brahma Atma only. That is whole. perfect. Other word in Vedanta is Purna, which has no parichinnata, which is Ananta, free from limitations of desha, space, kala, time, vastu, object. That is what Ananta, for which Chandogya gives the name Bhuma. And what is Bhuma? Bhuma is Sukham, Ananda Swarup. That is what Kevala, Kaivalya, pure. You take Kevala, purity, Kaivalya, purity. You say pure, there is nothing else other than that. Impurity is mixing of something other than the thing. No, this is pure in the sense there is nothing other than that. That and that alone is, it can be only Advaya Atma, Advaya Brahma. So, therefore, Kaivalya means the state of being wherein the entity alone is there. And the entity under consideration is Atma, Brahma. And also that Kevala as pure shows that it is something free from impurity, and impurity also can be taken as Maya and Maya Karya. Not only there is no presence of other thing, even the so-called Maya, with its effect, Maya Karya, is not in that. It's what Kaivalya, which of course is free from Deha and Deha Tadatmya. It's free from body and bodily identification along with anything else whatsoever. Nothing is there. That and that alone is there. Can be only Chit Sarupa Atma Brahma. So Kaivalyopanishad. Upanishad, which describes the state of Kaivalya, which can only be moksha. Not only describes with the means, it describes with the means sadhanas. Otherwise, you describe something and you don't know how to get it. What's the use of that? For example, let us say, for some deadly disease, this is the medicine. But that medicine is not available anywhere. What is the use of it? So like that, not just this is the means by which you can gain this Kaivalya. Upanishad starts with an akhyaika, okay, an narration, an episode. Why not straight away start the teaching? Shruti chooses to give the context. Who taught it and who learned it. Thereby it points out, look, this knowledge is not simple, ordinary knowledge. This is a knowledge taught by the topmost one to an equally a student, a shishya, who was not an ordinary person, a man who has accomplished very high levels. So therefore, the knowledge that is imparted gets praised in terms of his exaltedness. Shruti does this only to induce the people who take it seriously. This is something which is most exalted and needs to be gained by one and all. Now let us see what is the Akhyayika. Oh, atha ashvalayana bhagavantam parameshidam parisametya uvacha. Oh, atha ashvalayana bhagavantam parameshidam parisametya uvacha. Oh, auspicious beginning. As we say, Mangala Acharana. Omkarashchata Shabdasya Dvaveto Brahmana Pura Kantam Dhitva Viniryatau Tasman Mangalika. Om Atha. These two words emerge first from Brahma's mouth. Both. Om Atha. Before creation is said Om Atha. Therefore, both words are very highly auspicious. Mangalikau, Mangala Pradau. It bestows auspiciousness. It bestows highest good. Om Atha. That is one way of looking at Mangala Acharana. You can take both Om and Atha, or you can say Om and Atha. Different meaning can be given. Atha means Anantaryam, as seen in or as used in Brahma Sutra in the beginning. Athato Brahma Jidnyasa. Atha. So what is Atha? Of course, big discussion is there. The Sutra, a brief statement. What is meant by Atha? Bhashyakara elaborates what cannot be and what it should be. In the context of Uttar Mimamsa or Brahma Sutras, that Atha stands for Anantarya, afterwards. After what? The other Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatya Praptya Anantaryam. After gaining, after developing Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatya, then only the Mumukshu becomes eligible to gain Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. For any learning, the basic qualification. Then only you can take to that. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. You will not be able to know it all. So, Atha, that is after gaining the sadhana sampatti. What are the sadhana sampatti? Fundamental Vedanta class. Now you are studying with Upanishads. What are those? Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadamadi Shatka Sampatti, Mumukshutva. Viveka, Atma, Anatma, Viveka. Discrimination between what is that is permanent and what is transitory. Because all of us want something very genuine, not passing. If you go to market, what the you find a you want the goods like asli, not nakli, genuine, true, not fake. So here it is that what is permanent thing in this, and was it passing, transient, impermanent? Because transient thing, however fascinating it may be, one day it is going to ditch you and put you in the sorrows. Whereas that which is permanent, at the same time, the most desirable, can never be away from you. Of course, it should be something that like that which never ends. So, and what is that? Shastra says it is Atma, your Swarupa, the truth, the basis behind the Jagat, and Ishvara also. Anatma, the Jagat which is transient in nature. However fascinating it may be, truly it has no pith. This Viveka, and how it can be gained, how it can be developed by proper inquiry. What is inquiry? How to inquire into, as guided by the Shastra, as guided by the Adhyatma Shastra. As far as we in Bharat are concerned, there is no dearth of Adhyatma Shastra. If at all scarcity is there, those who really are interested in that and would like to learn to discover the highest truth, that is the scarcity there. Otherwise, our Bharat, because of the Vedas and Smritis, Itihasas, Puranas, is not golden mine, much more than that, which is not anywhere in any part of the world. See the greatness of our country. We should be proud of it. So it is said in Bhagavata, to get a birth in Bharatavarsha, India, Bharat, is something, a great fortune. And today, the misfortune is our people want to go outside the country, except Pakistan. I heard not many decades earlier, there are certain youngsters who can't go to America, etc. But they are not eligible. But they want to get out of India. Now what they do? They take a job in the merchant navy, always the move of the world. That's the plight of the degradation of our culture. Of course, it is reviving. That's why we are discussing Upanishads, etc. It is rare. Atma, Anatma, Vivek. But to discover this, a certain frame of mind is necessary, which has got some leisure and not always preoccupied in the world at large. For a common man, the only preoccupation in life is what? Get the maximum happiness from the external world and try to be away from sorrow to the extent possible. It is a natural tendency for everyone, every living being, for which we interact in the world, thinking the sense objects, Vishayas, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, with all permutations and combinations, we think gives us happiness. And we run after them, we plan, we act to get it, indulge in them, and whole life is preoccupied in them. Mind is always extrovert in the external objects. Here Shastra comes and arrests your mind. Please think. Please investigate. Please find out if you are really getting that joy, that happiness, which can make you contented, which can make you keep away from sorrow all the time by your pursuit in the external world of Vishaya sense object. A mature mind, which has, of course, accomplished greater heights in life, in accomplishing money, power, etc., finds that this is not possible. Even the topmost status one gains in life, like emperor, etc. Why? Hiranyagarbha also is going to end one day. They're all transient. So therefore, he is now no more interested in these Vishayas because he wants to find out if there is something superior to it. And Shastra says, yes, it is there. And not anywhere. It is you. You want to investigate. So therefore, the hitherto, that hankering, that running after the Vishayas in terms of raga, preeti, Vishaya prema, love for sense pleasure, it slowly gets withdrawn. That is Vairag. It needs to be developed. It doesn't come overnight, for which Viveka needs to be applied. And that Vairagya is very important because it makes you on your own, not because Shastra said, not because Guru said, or because Bhagavan says. You have discovered you are no more interested in that. That gives a leisure to inquire into your Swarupa, Viveka, Vairagya. Then certain adjustments in our mental valuation and also the state of mind, including the senses, sense organs and organs of action, needs to be taken to some discipline is required. That is what is called Dhamma, mastery over the senses. Shama, mastery over the mind. Dhamma, Shama, in Brihadaranyaka put our other way. Dhamma as mastery over the mind, Shama as mastery of the senses. Either way, both. Uparama, withdrawal from this positive pursuits in the sense object, in sense pleasure. It is also technically or Shastra wise called as sannyasa, withdrawal from karma. Tidiksha, forbearance. Living in the world means we do get subjected to many sorrows, many pinpricks in life. One should have that capacity to forbear them. They are there. So you don't pay much attention to them. Of course, whatever you can remedy, do it. But more attention is not paid to them. That is Tiniksha. Even to the extent someone has done wrong to you without any fault on your part, even in such circumstances, not allowing the mind to get disturbed. If your mind gets agitated, you are at loss. Even in such conditions, not getting agitated, disturbed. That is titisha, shanti, shraddha, very important. Vairagya, shraddha. Because what the Shastra says is totally opposed to our 24/7 experiences. How am I to accept that? Here comes the role of Shraddha, Astikya Buddhi, Astikya Buddhi, Astiti Buddhi. What is told by Guru as per Shastras, what is taught in the Shastras is true. Why? Because the source is authentic. What is the source? Begin with it with Smriti, etc., Upanishad, but finally it is Vedas. Who gave the Vedas? Ishvara, Parameshwara. What is given by Parameshwara must certainly be true, even if I am unable to understand. And it is certainly for my good. Bhagavan, Parameshwara, will not give what is not good for me. So therefore, what is said is true. But I have not found it. First accept it. Then work on the guidelines of Shastras in terms of preparing the mind. And then you verify for yourself. So that is very important. In the modern days, no, people are carried away by the glamour of technology and science. They say, give me what? Direct proof that God, Bhagavan is there. Pratyaksha Pramana. Point out this God. Because that is the style of science. In science, Anything that is stated is experimented and verified whether it is correct or not. And if it is found correct, accepted. So like that, they say, come on, show me Bhagavan. I will accept it. My dear sir, you are not thought properly. You are under the impression that what meets the eye alone is true. What meets the eye means what? What is perceived. What is perceived? What is seen, heard, tasted, touched, and smelt. That alone is true. Your entire edifice of science is built on perceptible world, mind you. You have not thought over it. It is based on perceptible world, which is available for you for your experimentation, for your verification, because it can be perceived, objectified by your sense organs and mind. What you call it is Indriya Gamya, which can be known, interacted with the Indriyas senses. My dear sir, the divinity principle, the God principle, Parameshwara Tattva, Bhagavat Tattva is something, an entity that is imperceptible. Imperceptible means it cannot be seen, it cannot be heard, it cannot be touched, it cannot be tasted, it cannot be smelt, because none of these features which can be perceived by the five sense organs, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, are not there at all in that divinity principle. How can you perceive it? It is called Atindriya, trance senses, beyond the range of Indriyas, senses, and the mind. They can't objectify it as this. On the contrary, it is the very principle of subject you with objectifying the world. Few decades back, I heard, I don't know what is the condition today, few eminent scientists thought that we are always preoccupied in the objective world to the total neglect of the observer, who is a subject. Observer, me, the individual, who is a subject. Not, I don't know whether they have proceeded in terms of inquiry, they will think this theory, that theory, all this quantum theory and all that, it's fine. They are not. Because they have to come to the very principle which enables our gadgets, instruments of Jnanendriya, sense organs, Karmendriya, organs of action, Mana, Buddhi, mind, intellect to function. It is not available for objectification, for which you have to come to Upanishads only, Vedas only. So therefore, you cannot expect the proofs which serve as the means in the objective field world, which science makes use of in the realm of Chaitanya, Swarupa, Atma, Brahma, Bhagavat Tattva, which is beyond the range of senses and the mind. Then how to verify it? First to accept it. That is why Shraddha comes about. Then that doesn't mean they'll swallow it and keep quiet. No, 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 no. Then Shastra says, work on these lines. Change your lifestyle for good. Have mastery over your senses, mastery over the mind, and accomplish that state of mind wherein this unity principle, Bhagavad Tattva, gets revealed, manifest, exhibited, displayed in that state of mind. And that state of mind has to be accomplished with means sadhanas given the Shastras. And then you yourself verify the truth. Yes, it is true. So therefore, the process of verification, the field of science and the field of what? Spirituality are opposite. In science, you experiment, verify, accept. In spirituality, you accept, prepare, verify, and ratify your acceptance. So that means the key. The certain value structures, Shama, Dama, Uparama, Shraddha, Titiksha, Shraddha, then Samadhana. Samadhana is that state of mind which is totally withdrawn from its preoccupation in Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, sense object. That state of mind wherein there is no tinge of any Vishayas, which is all the time same, totally calm and composed, no agitation, therein our Swarupa gets exhibited, Samadhana. So these adjustments have to be taken to at the level of the body, mind, intellect, so that that frame of mind is gained, wherein you are face to face your Swarupa, you verify what you are. For this, intense efforts are necessary. Simply listening is not enough. You may get inspired, you may develop some values, but you have to work on it. to work on it, our desire to discover this truth must be very, very strong, intense. The desire to get freed from this so-called samsara, our present existence of strife and what is that? Stress, all problems, all sorrows. To get freed from that, that desire must be very, very strong. In light of which your hitherto desires to get this and that get dropped out. That intense yearning to get freed from samsara, discover Swarupa, Atma, Brahma Swarupa, Bhagavad Swarupa, that is called as mumuksha. Moktum ichha mumuksha. Intense desire to get freed from this. And its noun is what? Mumukshutvam. So therefore, Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadamadi Shatka Sampatti, Mumukshutvam. These need to be developed. This is called as sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. If this preparedness is not there, Vedanta will not work. It will not be able to give you the promised result. And among these four, Satyasavati, Vairagya and Moksha are very, very important. And among the two, if you want a Vairagya, if it is very intense, it will, of course, automatically make you gain the other adjustments, Shamadama, etc. So therefore, Atha Sadhana Chatusha Sampatti, having acquired the fourfold essential qualifications on the part of the seeker. Here is now such a Shishya, such a disciple. Shishya means Shiksha Yogya, one who is fit to be taught Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, Bhagavad Swarupa Jnana. But they're the same, names are different. So Shishya. And who is the Shishya here? Not ordinary Shishya. So Ashvalayana. So Ashvalayana. You know, we don't know now. Rigveda Acharya, great Acharya of Rigveda, famous person. Such famous person, having acquired this sadhana sampatti, approaches a guru, and with that guru, Bhagavantam Parameshtinam, Bhagavan Parameshti, Parameshti means one who dwells in the topmost exalted place, that is Satyaloka. And who is the Parameshti? Brahma. Brahma. Pitamaha. grandsire, grandfather of entire Srishti. Because Puranically, this Daksha Prajapati, Extra Prajapatis are the one who, that is what, propagate the progeny even above them, father as it were of them. So Pitamaha, Prapitamaha, so therefore as a grandfather as a. So Parameshanam. Now two things are clear now. Guru is such exalted Brahma. Disciple here in this Upanishad is Ashvalayana, a great Rigvedacharya. So now Ashvalayana approaches Brahma. We call Brahmaji. Actually, Brahma, masculine word, in contrast with Brahman. Actually, it's called Brahma, Satchidananda Brahma, the ultimate reality. In Sanskrit, in Vedanta, when you say Brahma, it stands for Satchidananda Chaitanya Swarupa Brahma. You say Brahma, one of the Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Maheshwara Shiva, Trimurti. I was using the word Trinity for this, Trimurti. It is not correct. Because Trinity is a word from West and it has got some meaning as per the Bible. Their theology is different. We can't bring that meaning here. So better keep the Trimurti as Trimurti or the three exalted deities. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, that is Maheshwara. So among them, Brahma means the Satchidananda Tattva, Chaitanya. But for easy distinction, it has become a it has become a custom, as it were. We say we are coined by us only. Brahmaji, Brahma. In English, that Brahma becomes Brahman. That has been used, so we have to use that way only. Brahman. At times, no, such usages put you in problem. You have to use them only because that is so customary. For example, Sanskrit spelling. What is it? As per dictionaries, S-A-N-S-K-R-I-T. Sun and comes there. Truly, it must be S-A-M, some script. But what happened was, before the first dictionary of Sanskrit into English was made, the usage, the language Sanskrit was being written with the spelling S-A-N-S, not M. In fact, the first dictionary of Sanskrit in English is by Monier Williams. There was once some chair that board or some chair was there. Highly exalted state. Max Muller also had tried for that. He failed, and Monier William got it. Max Muller was very bitter about it. So the first dictionary. And there, what he does is Sanskrit gives, well, translating in the English, SANSKRIT gives. In the footnote, he says it should have been SAMS, not N. But he says it is too late now to correct it. I would say he has committed a mistake there. He should have put SAM and footnote yesterday. It is being written SAM, it should be SAM. By now, it would have been what? SAM. Nowadays, some of the people, votaries of Sanskrit language, are writing SAM only and not SAM. In course of time, SAM only. People will forget SAM. Samskritam, Samyakkritam, Sanskrit. So, that is Sanskritam. With this disciple, Ashwalagana, the one with a great Rigvedacharya. So what he does, he now approaches who? The Guru with the Brahma. So the Brahma. We say Brahmaji for the convenience sake. And now it will make Brahmaji only like the Sanskrit. So, and now having approached, how did he approach? Hi, Guru, teach me. Brahma, is it? No. There's a way of approaching a Guru. So he didn't, he knows Shastras, Rigvedacharya. He can't approach a Guru like that. Parisametya. So that is there. What is that is there? Parisametya. What is Parisametya? Having approached in the right manner as prescribed by Shastras. There is a vidhi, the way of approaching a Guru. You can't just barge in like that. One should go with all humility and Shraddha. And that humility, Shraddha, should be visible in terms of your physical approach. So for that Shastra says, Samit Pani. Pani means hand. Samit are the dry twigs of specific trees used for Havana, Yajnayagas. Because Guru is the one who is running a Gurukula. And in those days, Gurukulas were not just on the particular subject. From Veda, then onwards, rituals, karma kanda, etc., up to Vedanta, all was being taught there, depending on the student, what he wants to learn. Of course, Vedanta, sadhana, chaitya sampatti were being taken into account, otherwise no. So as a Gurukula, always Havana, Yaga, Yajnas are going on. For them, Samvidha, Samit are necessary. And who is this Guru? Brahma Vidya Guru. He is not interested in anything from the world. The Swarupa is such Paramananda that he has discovered, in light of which the Jagat, including the topmost heavens, are just nothing for him. For such a person, what can he give? Only one such thing. Samit Pani, etc. Immediate need for the Gurukula. There is a rule or saying as it like this. Rikta Panir Nagache Rajanam Gurum Daivatam. A Shishtachara. A conduct by the righteous person. Rikta Pani. Rikta Pani means empty-handed. Nagache, never go to who? Three persons. Rajanam, the king. Gurum, Guru. Daivatam, the deity. Devatas or whatever you Ishvara, you worship in the form of idol, etc. Temple you go now. Don't go empty-handed. Go with Pani. Not that twigs only. What are they? Toothbrush, toothpaste. If not anything else, flower. In the Rishikesh, etc., there is a custom. Suppose you want to meet a Mahatma, you can't go empty-handed. So what they do? They come to the ashram. The ashram means garden is there, flowers are there. They pluck one flower for their garden and go to the Mahatma and offer. What are doing? It is a custom, Shastra Sampradaya. You have to offer. So there was Rikta Panir Nagachet Rajanam Gurum Daivatam. They would do that. So here, Vidivat Parisametya means Upasametya, that is as a Vidhi, injunction Shastras, that is Sabit Pani, Parisametya, Vacha. Little do Vacha is said. Here it means requested. Said, no doubt is said. But it is not such a just simply a statement. It is a request. He requested. So what he requested, we'll see next time. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।